My dad, growing up, he was quite a rough man. In fact, when I was born, he described to me when I was younger that he gave me the name he did because when I was born, he was given 7 bottles of Jack Daniels. So my name is Jack Daniel Ryder. Here I am. He said to me, actually, I gave you that name, Jack, because you would either become a drunk or maybe one day you would become famous. Yeah, growing up in that environment and being kicked out of many schools in Kempsey. In fact, I was expelled when I was in year 1 or 2, I can't remember exactly, but my mum homeschooled me. One day there was an actual literature evangelist who knocked on our front door, and not being a Christian or anything like that, whenever someone knocked on the front door and you didn't know who it was, you assumed that it was someone religious and you hid behind the lounge, and that's exactly what we would do normally, but for some reason she got up and answered the door, and this lady told my mum about a Seventh-day Adventist school. And my next memory is that I was going to that Seventh-day Adventist school, Little Jack. I was the 23rd student in the whole entire school. Just one little building in the middle of the roughest part of town. Bad habits die hard. And so I struggled. I really, really struggled to be good. I didn't know how to be good. And I remember facing the discipline committee not only once but 2 times, and on the second time I was suspended for 2 weeks, and I remember getting the phone call and shaking to come back to school and to sit in the discipline committee, and my fate was going to be decided. I remember entering the room where my principal was, and it was just him. I was like, where's the rest of the committee members? And he began to explain to me that he was up all hours of the night, pleading with the discipline committee to keep me at the school. My principal began to tear up. His name was Royce McMurtry, I'll never forget his name. And he said to me, Jack, do you know what grace is? And I said, no. And he said, something you don't deserve, but I'm giving it to you anyways. And it feels like it's only yesterday. Looking in the eyes of my principal, that's when I met Jesus for the very first time. Now, I'm full-time chaplaincy at the school where I met Jesus for the first time, and I never thought I would be a chaplain. I remember the call from God to step into chaplaincy, and I remember God saying to me that He needs me here in this rough little town, Kempsey, to reach these rough kids, because Jesus cares about every single one of them, and He can use my story to relate to them.